YouTube, Vision Truck here, and today we're going to talk about some politics.
Take a seat, and don't forget to watch some of my other awesome videos.
I went out today to go run some errands, and while driving, I had the idea to do a vlog. Unfortunately, I just brought one camera with me, and I was using it as my dash cam, so had I thought that out, I would have brought another camera to record myself also. So the video on this is just going to be the dash camera while I'm talking. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, I think I'm going to try something new today. I'm going to do a little vlogging. Now I watched the second presidential debate the other day, and I just don't get it. You've got Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Now the first debate, I will say it appeared that Donald lost his cool, missed some key speaking points, and Hillary just kind of sat there and let him put his foot in his mouth. Now, it would appear the second time around, he had some better coaching. Maybe they gave him some Xanax or something to calm him down so he wasn't so hot-headed. I have no idea. But watching the debate, I mean, it was a mess. It was a total mess. I don't know if anyone else... No, I know lots of other people picked this up about how biased it was towards Hillary Clinton. Now, I'm not saying I'm for Hillary Clinton, and I'm not saying I'm for Donald Trump. But as an observer, to me, it just seemed like everything was targeted to help Hillary and try to make Donald look bad. So, for example, when Donald would go over his 2 minutes, immediately they were, your 2 minutes is up, your time is up, your time is up. But they let Hillary Clinton go over for sometimes over a minute, never said a word. And Donald actually even called him out on this at one point. Just blatant bias towards Hillary Clinton. If you've read any of her email leaks that have come out recently via WikiLeaks or, I don't know how to pronounce it, the 2.0 guy that starts with a G, Grucifer, I'm probably butchering that, but that's alright. If you read any of those, or even looked into a little of them, I mean, it's so obvious that Hillary Clinton and her campaign owns the media. They control what goes out, they control what's said, and they get to doctor everything. And it's just not right. But that's a whole nother story. But back to the debate, you just had all kinds of biased things going on. It just made me sick to my stomach. I like the fact that he called him out on it a number of times. Especially when he told Hillary she'd be in jail. That was classic. Classic. That's going to go down in history as one of the probably funniest things ever said in a presidential debate. It's only funny because it's true. If I did a fraction of the things she has done, sold government secrets, probably, I can't prove that, but obviously, it wouldn't doubt me. She'd sell her mother for $1 in a second. Sells government, what is it? She sells the government favors, cabinet positions. I mean, it's pay to play. Read any of the things. It's clearly pay to play. If you donate enough money to her campaign and she gets elected, you will get a position. And that's sick. But this isn't something that's happened overnight. This has been going on for quite a while. And the people have let it get this way. Career politicians are not in it to help the people like they were supposed to be. They're in it to line their own pockets. That's all they care about. They're the most two-faced individuals on this planet, are career politicians. Now, I will say, they may not start out that way. They may have a good heart and want to help and make a difference. But as soon as you go up against that machine, you're either crushed up or you assimilate. Those are your two options. And unfortunately, the vast majority of them assimilate. And it makes me sad. Really sad. I mean, I weep for the future for my children. Our spending's out of control. We don't have a revenue problem in this country. No. The government pulls in plenty of taxes that are illegal, by the way, that they should not be allowed to collect. But they do, because people just let it happen. But they pull in plenty of money. The problem is spending. I can't run my bank account like that. But Congress, the Senate, the President, they're cutting checks. They don't care. They just have the Fed print more money, which is a whole nother topic. I wish I could run my bank account like that. I'll tell you what, I'd be living a lot nicer than I am now. But realistically, I don't need a bunch of material objects. My kids are healthy. They've got food in their stomach and a roof over their head. And you know what? At the end of the day, that's all that really matters. But this presidential debate, the whole, I don't know, it just makes me so upset. I try to keep my blood pressure down. I'm usually pretty good at that, because I don't let things get to me. But like I said, the scariest part of this election are the Supreme Court seats that are most likely going to come up this next term. And that can be the last flush of this country easily. You put a couple of liberal biased judges on that panel and boom, everything's going to be overturned. Everything's going to be anything. Oh, I can't even fathom. I don't even want to talk about it, because it will be so bad that it'll be the last straw. Every ounce of freedom we have left, which isn't much because we've been giving it away left and right over the years, but every little piece we have left is going to be gone if we get some liberal judges on that panel. Second Amendment, goodbye. First Amendment, goodbye. Anything else that gets in their way of the government having more power and control, goodbye. It will easily turn into a dictatorship. Easily. And that's probably best case scenario. If I'm going to sit here, calm down for a minute, drive, look at the scenery, relax, like you guys are doing. You can see where I'm driving. Get my camera up on the dash. See a nice relaxing drive through the country. Some people might think this is boring. I think it's relaxing. Once we get further north, it'll turn into suburbia, where you don't see any open space whatsoever. But that's okay. Some people like that. That's cool. So, I guess I'll just wrap this little political vlog up here. All of it just makes me sick. Makes me sick. Makes me sick. I don't know what else I can say. I'm sure many of you feel the same way. I hope many of you feel the same way. This two-party system is a joke. It's been said from the beginning, two parties won't work. So they're both in cohorts with each other. The Democrats will pass a bunch of stuff nobody likes. Then the Republicans will get in the next year and they'll pass a bunch of stuff nobody likes. And when they're on the floor of the Senate or Congress, they'll yell at each other and, oh, we're not doing that, we're not doing that. But I promise you, behind closed doors, they're laughing at us. Laughing at us. Because we're suckers. We are suckers. But, you know, what can one person do? Nothing. You know, if you go up against Hillary Clinton, she'll just have you suicided. You'll wind up dead. You know, you shot yourself in the back of the head 5 times, but it was a suicide. Like everybody else that's gone up against her. Or you just sit there and roll with the punches. What else can you do? I mean, this country was founded on so much less. And that's why we left Britain. Or I guess England. That's why we left England. Because we didn't want to pay tax on tea without representation. And now look at us. We're getting taxed. If you sat down and added up all the taxes you pay, everything, every piece of tax, income tax, sales tax, you know, just add it all up, I have no doubt we are paying 65+%, if not closer to 75% of your income in taxes, which is ridiculous. And that's going right into the politicians' pockets. Right into their pockets. Or their lobbyists, or, you know, whichever group's paying them. Big pharmacy, big farming. Pick whoever you want. Who's ever paying millions and millions of dollars into campaign funds is getting favors. They're getting favors. They're getting stuff passed in bills that are 3,000 pages long, which is ridiculous. You shouldn't have to have a law that's 3,000 pages long. A law should be simple. It should be written in common language so every person can understand it. There should be no gray areas where, oh, well, you know, if Congress decides this or the NSA gets to dictate what this means. No, it should be cut and dry. And it should be less than 2 pages long. Because if you get caught doing something, the police, the feds, they're going to tell you, ignorance is no excuse of the law. And boom, you're busted. But how can you not be ignorant of the law when it's 2,000 pages long and the people who are voting for it don't even read it? That just boggles my mind. So, like I said, I'm getting my blood pressure up. I need to calm down. So, I'm going to sign off for the blog. Thanks for listening, guys. See you next time.
Thanks for watching. Throw a comment down below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.